We will get started with pregame media availability with head coach Derek Fisher. You can now raise your hand in the chat to ask a question. We'll start with John W. Davis with Winsider.
Good evening, Coach. I see you got some bars, huh?
Yeah, whenever I hear Jay-Z come on, I pretend like I got some bars, man.
Okay. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. But if we could talk about the game tonight, you're going to be rolling with 10, correct?
Yes.
So with that in mind, what are you thinking rotation-wise? And after this game is over, what does a successful night look like?
Yeah, I mean, rotation-wise, somehow no matter how many players you start with or what season it is, it always ends up working out where, whether it's illness, injury, it always ends up leading to, certain nights, only certain players are going to get minutes. And so, real simple tonight. We're rolling with 10, and we just need to find a way to do that can be most effective for us in terms of the combination of players on the court that give us a chance to still be efficient offensively and also be disruptive and effective on the defensive end. So, we'll see how that goes tonight as we continue to find our way. And then, I think success for us still early in this season is hopefully still having 10, when we finish. It's just a lot to continue to ask for these players. And, as you see for Chicago tonight with Stephanie Dolson being out with an ankle injury, there have been a number of teams that have had some things to deal with. And, we've been fortunate so far, and we want to try and keep it that way.
Miriam Swanson, LA Daily News.
Hey, Fish. Good luck today. Wanted to just check on Taya and Marie and just kind of see how they're feeling and when they might be back. And also, what's your favorite Jay-Z track?
Oh, yeah, nice. The catalog is too long to pick a favorite one. I'll have to think about that and get back to you, like my all-time favorite Jay-Z song. Coop is doing well, non-COVID related, just personal illness, and but spoke to her a couple times today. She's feeling good, resting up. She's going to be fine. She'll be back on the court tomorrow. So we're really excited about that and helping to, work with her and her development early in her rookie season. And then Marie's getting better every day. She's been doing more and more in practices and shoot around. And so we're kind of talking through what our plan will be with her in terms of her return to play. We hope that it's soon. We feel like Marie gives us some things that we can do on both ends of the court. Her length, her activity on the defensive end is really effective and impactful. And her ability to stretch the floor offensively and high IQ is something that we're looking forward to accessing. But, we'll see timing-wise what that looks like. And hopefully in the next week or so, we'll be able to figure out how to get her acclimated and get her in there.
Jack Maloney, CBS Sports.
Yeah, hey, Coach. I know it's only been a few weeks, but just sort of wondering what your early impressions have been with Seimone Augustus.
Like you said, it's only been a few weeks, but Seimone has been phenomenal. She's, a lot of times for veteran players that have played the game as long as Seimone has, it's easy to lose the joy and to really enjoy coming to the gym and being around your teammates because you've seen it all, you've done it all. But for Seimone, she still just has a joy about her. Her presence, I think, has been infectious with our team in terms of everyone just being able to have a good time, even though we're working hard at what we do. So that part has been great. And then obviously her performance on Saturday, I think she was quickly able to prove to everyone, that she still has a lot left in the tank in terms of her physical performance and what she can do out there. And we're just looking forward to, creating a space for her to be great. It's our job not to mess it up. She already has proven how great she is.
Time for two more. Cameron Buford.
Hey, Coach.
you doing?
I got a question for you about communication. You talked about, I heard you talking about communication being kind of the key to get your message across and the team gelling together, coming together. How has this been different from last year? And then what would you like to see moving forward in the future? Congratulations on the big win, though, last week or on Saturday and then tonight as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think, from a communication standpoint, I think it's old school, I guess, in a sense, but communication really is the key to, I think, highly functioning relationships and successful ones, at least. And I think for me, going into my first year last year, I think it's important not to come into a relationship doing all the talking, right? To build a relationship, you need to be able to listen at times and understand who you're communicating with, what's important to them, why they are who they are. And then you start learning how to build a relationship, friendship, work-wise, etc. And so I think learning from last season coming into this year, it's allowed us to have a relationship that has been developed over several months, learning the communication patterns that exist with Chelsea compared to Candace, compared to NECA, compared to Sydney Weiss, which are all different, but we all just feel more comfortable interacting with each other and talking about things than we did when we were first getting to know each other last season. So I think all that has helped us. We feel, I think closer as a group, as an organization. We've taken that seriously from top to bottom, and we're trying to carry that communication throughout everything that we do. And I think during the course of a season, when you go through the ups and downs, it's still a vital thing to have. You want to have an open door as a coach and as a leader, so that players and people really feel like they can come and talk to you about things that they're experiencing. And we want to make sure, in particular this season, knowing these players are carrying so much more than just basketball on their shoulders, we want to make sure we're communicating and talking through everything that we need to in order to best serve our players.
Last question, Brady Klopp for SB Nation.
Derek, you're facing a pretty dramatically different offense tonight than the one that you faced on Saturday. It seemed like you guys, passed the test pretty well against, kind of a high-low offense in Phoenix. How do you feel about your team's preparation going into a team that's so reliant on perimeter creation and especially the three ball?
Yeah, no, I like that, Brady. You know what I mean? That made me feel kind of challenged right there. I'm excited about going to tell my team that, that, how you got to make up stuff to get the team hyped up sometimes. But I'm going to go tell him Brady was questioning whether or not we could keep up with the pace of Chicago compared to the pace of Phoenix. And I'll say anonymous sources said, I won't say your name. But no, I think we are, hanging our hat on the defensive end is something that we really want to do as a team more often than we did last season. The great teams commit themselves on that end. I know in basketball now it's popular to score a lot of points. And I think in this season, probably more than any, there's going to be a lot of points scored. Hard to be sophisticated defensively, put in all the coverages and different things you might want to do. And the game is going to be pretty simple for all teams just trying to maintain themselves. But we'll see. Stopping penetration of the basketball is always the number one priority for us whenever we practice or games. And Vandersloot's going to challenge us. Quigley's going to challenge us. Khalil Copper is a good player. Gabby Williams is good with the basketball. So we have our work cut out for us, but we'll find out if we're ready to pass the test.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys.
John W. Davis.
Good West Coast morning to you, Seimone. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
Good. I like that swag you got going for us with these glasses. Can you kind of talk to me about what the past couple days have been like for you, recovery-wise, and then looking forward? You're going to have a lot of games coming up soon where it's just one day off a game, one day off a game, one day off a game. So how are you feeling about that?
That's what we're here for. We understood what we were getting into when we, agreed to come into the bubble. So as far as recovery goes, Courtney, our trainer, has been great at making sure we stay hydrated, making sure that we elevate. making sure that we do Normatex, all the things, all the equipment, all the things that each team has, you know, just to kind of get off our feet, make sure that we're getting as much rest as possible. But we got a few young players that love to get in the gym and get shots up and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to tell them not to get out there. But for myself, being a seasoned vet, I know how valuable it is to make sure your legs are ready to go each and every night.
Thank you, John. Do you have a follow-up or are you good?
I'm good.
All right, that's it. Thank you, Seimone.
Oh, snap.
All right, questions for Chelsea Gray, John W. Davis.
Good West Coast morning to you, Chelsea. How you feeling?
Good, how are you?
Good. How are you feeling going into your second game as you continue to want to get the message out there that this is bigger than basketball?
That's going to be, you know, how we feel about the entire season. So I feel good playing for a purpose, bigger than us, bigger than this league. And, you know, I'm excited to be with a group of women that, you know, supports that and has been in the forefront with these initiatives and trying to bring awareness around the league and around the world.
I will go to Jeff Simsta. Go ahead with your question, please.
No problem. See you later.
Hello, how are you? I have a question for you, the Profanity Nation. What are some of the pros of being in the bubble with your team as opposed to the cons?
Some of the pros that we do not have to travel. I think that's a big thing. You know, we have either back-to-back games or one day in between, and instead we just go straight to our villa, straight to our hotel, and relax. And we don't have to worry about getting up and get on the flight and making those plane rides in 6 hours, and then you're 6 hours behind in recovery. So definitely, I would say the travel helps our bodies a lot. That's one thing for sure.
All right, thank you, Chelsea.
That's it. I'm done.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Eli.